Toen ik 1988 begonnen werk, was het een koei en een kalf. Die koei en die kalf wordt altijd zo samengelopen. Ons het hulle niet gereeld gekry nie. Maar ik vermoed die groot koei is niet meer samen met ons nie. Ik vermoed dat die jong kalf wat nou hier in die bos rondloopt.
Toen die oma zijn sporen op weg raakt, dat zij niet meer daar is, toen is die jonger in gevolg en met hem al zo die bergen gekomen. Ons is baie achter hem geweest. Zij kennen onze reek en als ons ook zo achter haar aanstap die woud, haar reek wat aan die bossen vast zit, dat kleeft ook aan ons vast. En als we meteen laat zien achterkomen ze achterin, gaan ons tot bij haar, want dan rijden ons precies zoals zij rijdt. Dus hoekom sy baie rustig is, maar zodra de andere reke is, dan is sy bietjie op haar senuwees.
And we've gotten much better footage of the camera traps than we ever got of the tracking opportunities where they ended up seeing the elephant, because by the time you see the elephant, she's either in fynbos or forest. You don't really see the full elephant, and then people were still not reaching consensus from those photographs about the identity of that elephant. We didn't start our camera trap survey to try and disprove other people. We really did it because we needed to get information on other mammals, and we needed more information on the elephant situation, and that's how we found out that there's one elephant. Okay, there she is. Throughout the last 100 years, you just didn't have that data to make a clear conclusion as to what the driver of decline of this population. There are basically two major schools of thought. The one is that these elephants were illegally killed, and the other school of thought is that this habitat where this elephant finds itself now is not sufficient nutrition-wise to have sustained a population.
I saw an article about a ghost herd of elephants in the Knysna forest. I was obviously ignorant to the fact that there were elephants in Knysna or along the garden route in an unfenced area in the wild. And it caught my attention, and there was this sort of mysterious element as well, just trying to imagine these elephants in this kind of terrain.
What's been really exciting is the unknown. I think even locals have very little knowledge on the elephant or elephants that once inhabited this particular area. I had no idea we were going to get so close to this cow elephant here in the Knysna forest, the most southern African elephant on the continent.
She's completely alone. Elephant cows are very social creatures. They're not made to be on their own, and she showed us some footage that was really hard to watch. This elephant, so stressed, so lonely, trying to be affectionate or just lay against this structure that looked like an elephant, trying to find some kind of companionship. Yeah, it kind of really broke my heart.
My gut tells me immediately after spending time with so many large breeding herds throughout Africa that she would be lonely, and that she is seeking attention, and that she knows there's people around, but it's still not making her feel safe and wanted.
It's very sad to think that there's one lonely elephant in here. Not having seen it almost makes me feel more sad.
We wanted to bring our kids on this film shoot because they are a symbol of the next generation. They are a symbol of the fact that there are many years to come, and what is the world going to look like when they're our age?
The sad reality is that when Tom is in his 20s, he keeps pointing out these elephant signs all over the forest. That's going to be something of the past. We've got the opportunity to potentially bump into an elephant. There's an elephant still moving around this forest.
I believe it's a story about a few representatives coming together and not only saving the last elephant, but coming up with solutions that can both benefit the community, the conservation side of it, and ultimately the animal, the wildlife, the elephant.
One of the most important things to find out first of all is whether people who will be affected by a management decision, how do they feel about it? Because every option that we had on the table, they're all quite risky, but doing nothing also is risky.
It's going to be interesting to see what the process is going forward, what is decided in terms of either bringing in a calf and potentially growing this population of elephants, or if this will be the last remaining elephant that one sees in this particular area. Oh, interesting.
One of the broader things that I feel very, very strong about is that elephants need space. And if we are not going to give them space, then other areas are going to end up with what we have here.
There's always going to be conflict. There are always going to be issues associated with protected areas. We need to dedicate space to nature so that nature can thrive. And if nature thrives, we thrive.